one of the things that, I've thought about is, the obstacles that you sometimes face. And everybody, comes from different backgrounds, and everybody kind of comes from different places. And one of the things that somebody asked me one day was, as a minority student, like, what assistance did you need to get to where you are today? And it was, it wasn't a question that they meant in a negative way, but I took it that way because they only looked at what I look like. They knew nothing about me. They didn't know where I came from. They didn't know, what education I had. They didn't know what job I had. They just looked at me and they said that. And I told them, I said, I don't appreciate that question because you know nothing about me. Other than my skin's darker and my hair's curly and, my eyes are shaped differently. But that's all you ask that question based on. And so I think, being aware of how you ask questions and why you ask questions and how you got to, thinking, this person just looked at me and thought, oh, well, you must have needed help to get to where you are because you look different and you fall into this group that, people say, there aren't as many of you going to school or whatever. And so I think it's just being familiar with that. And, I took that opportunity to educate that person and tell them, that wasn't a nice question. And this is how I took it, and they walked away knowing something, I think, a little bit different. So I think, diversity can be great, but at the same time, it's never something that just everyone's going to get. We're moving along, I think, but we still have a long way to go. So, take those opportunities to teach other people or teach people things that maybe they aren't aware of, and speak up if somebody says something that, makes you feel uncomfortable.